Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if this is your first time of visiting this channel, click on the subscribe button and smash the notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you will get notified as soon as possible. Yeah, so we are here again, and it's the weekend, and just as we normally do on this channel, I bring you the weekly market outlook for the week ahead every weekend. Alright, we go through the market and see what the market has for us going into a new week. Yeah, so let's see what the market has for us going into a new week. And last week was okay. Yeah, I'll put it that way, because I mean, even though price wasn't really moving as we expected, at least it gave us something to live off for the week. All right, yes, and so we look to see what is going to happen going into a new week. Next week is FOMC. All right, it's one of the things that most investors on the market are looking forward to see, looking at what is happening on the US economy. All right, yes, the collapse of banks and all that, and the issue of inflation in the US as well. So at the moment, we are all skeptical about what the Fed is going to do, as to whether they are going to continue to increase interest rates to continue to solve or to look at to handle the issue of inflation, or to pause the interest rate spike to protect banks. All right, yes, because the collapse of these banks were as a result of the high interest rate. All right, and these high interest rates were made to handle inflation. So if at the moment banks are really suffering, or they are being affected negatively due to the high inflation, what would the Fed do? Are they going to stop increasing interest rate to protect these banks, or go ahead to increase interest rate to look at the issue of inflation being solved? Yeah, so that is what we are waiting for going into next week. So next week's FOMC is going to be very, very looked at. All right, yes, it's going to be very, very key, aside all the FOMCs that are in the past so far as this year is concerned. Yeah, so let's delve in. But before that, let's go through the economic calendar and see what the calendar has for us. Yeah, so I think on Monday there is no high impact news. Tuesday we have the Australian, that is meeting minutes. All right, yes, and on that same Tuesday we have USD existing home sales, and then you also have USD, yes, the same thing, but I mean, it is what it is. On Wednesday to GBP inflation rate, and then we have USD, that is the FOMC. All right, this is what we are all waiting to see what the Fed is going to do. All right, this is what we are waiting to see what the Fed is going to. And for the interest rates, the Fed is looking at increasing the interest rate by 25 basis points. All right, here, so we'll see what the Fed will do. All right, as to whether they're going to increase it to 25 basis points, or they'll just leave it as it is. So Wednesday is really the main focus so far as high impact news is concerned. Yeah, so on Thursday we have the Bank of England interest rate decision. All right, we have Bank of England interest rate decision. They're also looking forward to increase interest rate by 25 basis points. All right, we also look into that as to whether they're going to do it or not. And then on that same day you have jobless claims. All right, jobless claims, high impact news, that is the continue on the initial. And also have the new home sales. All right, yes, and we have Australian high impact news as well on that same Thursday. And on Friday we have the GBP consumer confidence, we have GBP retail sales, again. We also have retail sales. We also have GBP high impact news, which is the global CIPS manufacturing PMI. All right, all these things, I mean, I don't really focus on what it is, but all I know is it's a high impact news. All right, here, so that is what we are also waiting to see. On that same Friday, USD durable goods high impact news. We also have another high impact news on US on durable goods. All right, yes, and there's also an high impact news on S&P global services. then XMP, Global Manufacturing, PMI. So these are the high impact news that you are waiting to see next week. All right, yes, so the main focus is the FOMC. That is what most investors are looking out for. They want to see what the Fed are going to do. Are they going to increase interest rates to continue to fight inflation, or they are going to halt increasing interest rate to protect these banks that are vulnerable of collapse? All right, because I mean, once there are two, I think 2 or 3 banks in the US have collapsed, we don't know who is next. All right, and all these banks collapsed because of the high interest rate. All right, yeah, so that is what we're looking at for the Fed as to what they are going to do. Yeah, so that is just that for the high impact news. Let's delve into the chart and see what we expect on the market so far as technical analysis is concerned. So we start with the dollar index. So the dollar index last week, look at this. All right, I always talk about the weekly opening price. All right, the weekly or Sunday's opening price, and I mean, it's really something that you don't have to eliminate your eye of it. All right, look at what happened last week. Market opened last week and you saw it moving to the upside, to the downside. That was below Sunday's opening price, making out for the low of the week on Tuesday. All right, it took out all the sell side liquidity, and Tuesday was the low of the week. And once the low of the week was made, you saw an impulse move to the upside. All right, yes, I was actually expecting to see price at least retrace 50% into this range, then we see a continuation to the upside. But looking at how things are going, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a bearish movement on the market so far as the dollar index is concerned, because at the moment I'm really looking at price taking out this low. This low is very clean. All right, I'm looking at price taking out this low, and the FOMC is going to give me a clearer indication as to where the market is going to move to. All right, yeah, so for now I would set my hands on the dollar index, but I'm actually expecting to see some bearishness, but the FOMC is going to tell it all. I don't know the decision of the Fed. All right, so I have to sit on my hands and wait on Wednesday to see how the market is going to move so far as FOMC is concerned. But let's look at what is happening on the 4-hour time frame. Yes, so on the 4-hour time frame, price is currently within the zone. All right, yes, so I'll be looking forward to see price is trading within this range. All right, yes, so this range low and then this range high. So a break below this low is going to mean a bearish sentiment or a bearish movement on the dollar index, taking out this major low we are seeing here, then into the zone. All right, here. So at the moment, my dealing range is this range low, and then this range high. All right, so it's all going to depend on what the Fed will give us on Wednesday. Yeah, so that is just that on the dollar index. Let's look at what is happening on GBPUSD. Yeah, so for GBPUSD to last week, I mean, market opened. All right, market opened. Sunday's opening price was trading above Sunday's opening price on Monday, Tuesday. All right, which was, I mean, an indication of a bearish movement, because once price is above the weekly open price, always know that that is a premium zone. All right, when price is above the Sunday's opening price or weekly opening price, that is premium. When price is below Sunday's opening price or weekly opening price, that is discount. All right, you know what to do when price is in a premium, and you know what to do when price is in a discount. I've been saying this here all the time, so I don't think this should be new to you. So that is what happened last week on GBPUSD. All right, yes. So I think I even took a trade somewhere here. Yes, I've actually researched my chart. I mean, I cleared everything and then made some few changes to certain things and all that. So I've even taken off whatever I did on this chart last week. Yeah. But just as we saw price happening, all right, price was was moving to the downside. It moved to the downside to what? To take out this low, all right? To take out, that is Friday's low, all right? Once you took out Friday's low, we saw price moving to the upside and came back to the weekly opening price, and then we saw price moving to the upside. So at the moment on GBPUSD, I'm expecting to see higher price on GBPUSD. All right, I'm expecting to see higher price on GBPUSD because on the daily there is a bullish breaker on the daily. Let me show you the bullish breaker on the daily time frame. Yeah, so this is the bullish breaker. All right, this is the last up close candle prior to price moving to the downside, take out all these sell side liquidity. All right, so we've seen price coming back to what? To validate this bullish candle we are seeing again. So we've seen price moved into this very bullish candle, making it a bullish breaker. So at the moment, I'm expecting to see price move to the upside. All right, yeah, so that is going to be my expectation on GBPUSD going into next week. Yeah, so the shaded area is your breaker. All right, price just moved into that breaker and we saw a move to the upside. So I'm expecting to see this buy side liquidity being taken out, and these buy side liquidities are being taken. Finally, this buy side liquidity as well. So at the moment, I'm still expecting to see higher prices on GBPUSD. Yeah, so that is my expectation on GBPUSD going into next week. Let's look at what is happening on AUDUSD. Yeah, so for AUDUSD2, price opened on Sunday. All right, it created a gap. All right, it created a gap, and then you saw price moving to the upside Monday, Tuesday. All right, and Wednesday you saw price moving to the downside to close up the gap. Look at what it did. It created a gap, left it, and came back on Wednesday to close the gap. So making Wednesday the low of the week, all right, which was below Sunday's or the weekly open price. So see how powerful the weekly open price is. That is why I always tell you that before market opens, just note your weekly opening price. All right, if price is trading below the weekly opening price, know that we are in a discount condition. If price or environment, if price is trading above the weekly or Sunday's opening price, we are in a premium environment. All right, here, so price made a low of the week on Wednesday, and we saw a move to the upside, taking out this buy side liquidity as well as this buy side liquidity. All right, yeah, so this was the last week's high, the high of the week. All right, and then this was the low of the week. So at the moment, this is going to be the range I'll be working in. All right, this is going to be the range I'll be working in. But if you should look at the range, if you should measure this range, you clearly know that you clearly know that price is in a premium. You don't even have to measure to see. All right, with your clear eyes, you can see that price is in a premium, because price is this is 50% of this range, and once price is above the 50% of this range, you should know that price is in a premium environment. If price should be below the 50% range, you should know that price is in a discount environment or a discount condition. But at the moment, price is above the 50% range. That tells us that price is in a premium environment. And what do you do in a premium environment? You look for sell opportunities in the premium environment. All right, and then you look for buy opportunities in in a discount environment within this range. All right, so I'm speaking from the perspective of this range. All right, yeah, so if this range is being violated, then whatever I'm saying is not valid. But once we are still in this range, all right, I validate whatever I'm telling you. So just be working within this range, as I will also be working within this range going into next week. All right, yeah. But once I'm bullish on GBPUSD, know that I'll also be looking for bullish price on GBPUSD. But if I'm to work within this range, then I'll be looking for selling opportunities. All right, or if price continue to respect this range, not taking the high or not taking the low, then definitely price being in this area, I'll be looking for selling opportunities. Price being in this zone, I'll be looking for what? Buy opportunities. And that is going to be short term, because I'm working within this range. That is going to be short term. All right, yeah, so that is just that on AUDUSD going into next week. I'll try my best to bring you the midweek market outlook right after the FOMC, because it's going to give us a clearer indication as to where price will move to on a long-term perspective. So make sure you don't miss that. Yeah, so that is just that. Let's go what's happening on NZDUSD. Yeah, so for NZDUSD too, same thing. All right, price opened on Sunday. You saw price moving to the upside, making it a premium condition, because price was trading above Sunday or the weekly open price. All right, yes, and we saw price moving to the downside on Wednesday. All right, apparently price didn't even come below Sunday's opening price. All right, it was just a little bit above Sunday's opening price. Then we saw a move to the upside. So currently this happens to be the low of the week, and this happens to be the high of the week. So I'll be looking out for what is price will happen within this range. So currently that is going to be my dealing range. All right, this high and then this low. All right, so just as I explained to you, or the concept I gave you on AUDUSD applies here too as well. So just take note of that. All right, I'm really going to see where the market is going to move at right after the FOMC news release. All right, yeah, so that is my expectation on NZDUSD. Yeah, so that is just that going into next week. All right, next week is FOMC, so you better be careful on the market. All right, be very, very careful on the market. All right, apparently I'll be on the market Monday, Tuesday, and that's it. Wednesday I'll not be on the market, so just take notes, and I'll come your way again with the weekly market outlook. I wish you all good luck and good trade.